You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Real things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous.
Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. For those who are new to the channel, I am Mommy Lala, and this is Craft Every Day in April. No, not April, August. Craft Every Day in August, day number 14, because they both end in A, right? So the last time I did go live every day was in April, right? So now we're doing it in August. Okay, so my guest for today is actually Elizabeth Costa-Rogers. For most of us, we know her, but maybe for some of you, this is the first time that you will get to meet her. Okay, we fondly call her as ECR, and she is our awesome guest for today. She is actually addicted to craft supplies, and she has been artsy for as long as she can remember, right? And 5 years ago, she fell down the card making rabbit hole. Who has the same experience, right? Card making rabbit hole, right? So for most of us, we are into that. Elizabeth's husband and two kids have been huge enablers and are very supportive of her crafty journey. And the only thing that she loves more than making cards is making them live on YouTube. So therefore, if you are not yet following Elizabeth and this is the first time, yes, don't worry, because you can always watch and binge watch her past videos and live stream on her channel, Elizabeth Costa-Rogers. So being able to share her passion with like-minded crafty people is a true blessing for her. She still dabbles in other crafts such as jewelry making, painting, drawing, and resin art. And you will often, almost always find her doing also the same, awesome stuff that she does on her channel when she gets invited to crafty channels or artsy channels just like mine, right? And so without further ado, let's welcome Elizabeth. Okay, first time here at Mommy Guide Inc. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Elizabeth. Thanks for
Yes,
joining us.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, I know you guys have been here pretty early, and we are super grateful Thank you so much, everyone. So, no matter where you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Right? So, there you go. The
Right.
dance, dance, dance. Okay, says Don. Hi, Shay. And hi, Mary. Hi, Mary. Thank you so much, guys. I don't know. Maybe people say, why do you do that kind of intro? Again, guys, there's a purpose and reason behind that. There's latency, right, in the social media. So I do multiple live streams on different platforms. So that is just to make other people, give time for other people to jump in as well. But at the same time, have a little bit of an exercise. There you go. And we have Austin here. Austinator, guys, is my dear young friend. He is actually pretty young. As maybe I think younger than my daughter.
Oh, wow.
But he is super awesome. He is actually the one who had set up my Discord. Right? So
Nice.
I actually have a video and what do you call this? An interview with him in my conversations with Lala. So if you want to get to see who Austin is, you can binge watch it. And if you want to know how to set up your own Discord server, which is I love so much, you can also go there because he runs us through the very basics. Thanks so much again, Austin, for being here. So it's okay, Lala. Yeah, so we all mix up the dates, right? So it's time passing by. Yeah, so there you go. And of course, Elizabeth is even in the chat. My vacation is in September, so I'm probably just really anticipating it. Yes, you deserve it, Austin. Okay, there you go. And if you have time, we can come up here and be a guest again, my friend. I miss you. Linda, hello, hello. Everybody saying hi to everybody. Chair dancing, yes, right? At least we get to have a little bit of what do you call this? Exercise. Oh, you're 20 now. I'm getting old. I met Lala when I was 17.
Still a youngin'. Still a youngin'.
But he's so techie. It's like, oh my gosh, you know how the younger kids are. It's like, what? I'm always lost. So, he has such a good heart, really. Okay, there you go. Hi, okay. So, guys, we have something special for Elizabeth before we actually start. Okay, since all of you are here, we will do a fast talk one on Elizabeth. All right. So, Elizabeth, in 1 minute, okay, we would like to know more about you, right? And your artsy, crafty journey. So, no thinking. Just, what comes at the top of your head. Okay. So, in 1 minute, let's do this. Are you ready? Okay, are you ready, my friend? Okay.
No, but yeah.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's do this. What's your favorite crafting tool?
Paste, lunar paste.
Heat foiling or toner foiling?
Both.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me start again. I think that I'm in the wrong chat. Hold on. Okay, I think this was for Gaz last night. Okay, the questions are kind of wrong. Hold on. This is not the one for Elizabeth. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, guys. So, Elizabeth, can you first and foremost maybe take over the chat for a while I'll pull out that question? So I'll make Elizabeth the host for a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Greetings.
Okay.
Hello, Shay. And Dawn the Crafty Visage. T, not afraid of color. Sammy Pie. Hello. Sharika. I apologize if I said that wrong, but hello. Tech Troublemaker. Thanks for joining us.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Roy.
Boat.
Yes, that's Linda.
Sorry.
That's Linda.
Well, hello. Ooh, green hearts. I see green hearts. PJB Stamper. Hello. Some of these names I am very familiar with, so thank you guys for hopping over here and hanging out with me. And Lala Mommy Guide. And for those that I don't know, hi, nice to meet you.
Yes.
How is everyone doing? It's my anniversary, if anybody wants to know. Happily married to my husband for many years now. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Almost there.
Almost there. We'll be right with you. Shay, hello. Look at everybody saying hello to everybody. I love that. Love it. Yeah, I like to have good energy. Even if I'm having a bad day, it's easy to give a good energy when I'm doing my lives, and it just makes me happy by the end of it. Thank
All
you, thank
right.
you. Yeah, hubby is on his way to work, but I didn't hang out with him today. Well, I did
All
this
right.
morning,
See how
and then
awesome Elizabeth is. I even make her to be host in my own live stream. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. All right, so now let's do
absolutely.
this. It's like I realized these are the questions for guests. This was not for you. All right, so again, let's do this. First
Okay,
question: what's your go-to mixed media tool?
mixed media tool, the heat gun.
Favorite
I'm
color to
keeping
use in mixed media projects?
green.
Stencils or stamps?
Stencils.
Preferred adhesive for mixed media?
Both tape or glue.
Favorite texture paste brand?
Simon Hurley, Lunar Paste.
Glitter or metallics?
Metallics.
Heat tool or air dry?
Both.
What's your
Depends.
favorite embellishment?
Glitter.
Best tip for beginners in mixed media.
Practice. Play around. Make a mess.
Awesome. What's your favorite technique for adding texture?
Texture paste. Palette knife.
What's your must-have mixed media supply?
Lunar Paste.
Awesome. Okay, and okay. I know it's ended, but last question.
Yes.
Lights on, lights off.
Off?
That's that's a tricky question. Just you can think of it whatever you want. So lights on or lights off, Elizabeth?
Well, if you turn the lights off, it makes you have to let go. And you can see the glow in the dark paste in when the lights are out. So turn them off.
Lights out.
Just turn them off. Craft in the
Awesome.
dark.
All right. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Okay, so I hope that little game, had been fun. Elizabeth didn't know about that as well. Okay, so I told her I have something special for you, but she didn't really exactly know what it was gonna be. All right, so now we go to the serious part of it. Okay, so first and foremost, thank you so much, Elizabeth, for coming in. Right, so
Thank
we
you for
do
inviting
want to know, like, I really want to know, like, how did it all start for you? All right. I know that you double in other crafts, but I feel that mixed media is something that you really, really like. It's like you glow in the dark, so to speak, when you talk about and do your projects on mixed media. So, how did you start with this one?
So we moved. We moved from Washington to Ohio, and I needed something to do and was watching some YouTube videos, and just got hooked on doing videos for card making, and decided I needed to dabble in all the things because I have to try everything, right? And getting a hold of the Lunar Paste when they first came out,
Mm-hmm.
I've been obsessed ever since. And Lunar Paste is one of those texture pastes. It's similar to other ones, but I like it because it dries fast. It adds that pop of whatever you need to anything. And it's very versatile. It dries quick. I think I said that, but that's key. If you do it thin enough, it's dry and you can finish the project in a fair amount of time. And you'll see that because we're going to do that.
I
And
see.
then, the embossing and all that stuff, the mixed media to me, as soon as you stamp on a piece of paper, you're already mixing things up because you've added an ink, you add your watercolor, you add your crayons, that's a mix of paper and supplies. So then you just keep adding to that, and it's fun to see how far you can go sometimes or how little you add, and it just kind of elevates your project. And for me, most of the time it's adding the texture paste, glitter, where you add a stream of glue, dribble your
Mm-hmm.
glitter on it, whatever, just to bring in another element to your card making, or a canvas. We have done canvases where we
Wow.
use the same materials, but it's on a canvas, and we will
Awesome.
paint and add the glitter and all that stuff too. So what we do here on the small scale,
A
you could
smaller
blow it
scale.
up. Yeah, you could blow it up. So, and I like that we could do really big or really small.
Awesome. And
So
that's
yeah.
how, I think I like that about you and your channel. It's like when you come into her channel and she is live, right? So it's like you already always feel welcome. It's like, you have that no nonsense kind of attitude that, it's not very formal. It's not as if, oh, I have to, maybe I need to know something about this. No, right?
No.
So whether you're a seasoned artist, a beginner, you're all welcome to go to Elizabeth's channel. Speaking
Yes.
of channel, how did it all start? When did you finally decide to, take this passion of yours, right? The arts and all the crafty stuff, specifically mixed media, and, start your YouTube channel?
So my my YouTube channel, it started kind of slow. Well, it started very slow, like
Mm-hmm.
uber slow, because I was very nervous. I'm like, and I had a mm, there was a negativity in there as well that
Mm-hmm.
told me my videos were too long. I needed to shorten stuff, and I took a kind of a pause, and I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't doing much. And then it finally clicked. I'm like, no, we need to part, be done,
Mm-hmm.
and just do what I wanted to do.
Uh,
And if nobody watched, that was going to be okay with me. It's still okay with me, but I'm very blessed that I do have a great audience, subbies that
mm-hmm.
join me. But I like, it's just been progressive. Like my first videos were just the like pattern paper and
Mm-hmm.
stamping and going, and then we dabble in things because I saw something on somebody else's channel where they tore the paper or they gunked on the embossing powder, and I'm like, ooh, I need to try that. And so I get excited. I get excited about all the crafts, and I like to share that. So
Mm,
I
that's
hope that I can,
awesome.
yeah,
Elizabeth, I'm so happy that you didn't stop, right? So
yeah,
actually that's one of the things, right? So that I think a lot of our the crafters artists in our community is stopping or preventing them from actually sharing on YouTube or on other platforms because of, yes, there are negative people, or there
activity.
can be very negative stuff that you experience. So mindset is very important, and I'm so happy that you took that mindset that you wouldn't care, right, what you want to share, right? So we're not
Right.
here because we're experts. No, we just want to share what we know, right? And if you don't
Yep.
like what you see, okay, goodbye, thank you for coming, right? So we always,
Doors that way.
yes, right. So you are always welcome to watch us in our community, but always be kind. Kindness
Yes.
rules in each and everybody here in the chat right now. So we do have moderators most of the time. You have super moderators. I see Pam there over in the chat. Most of you have Dawn, you have T. So most of them are actually moderators for different channels as well, right? So we do
Right.
welcome people, but we do want to keep it safe. And I'm so happy that you decided to move on and start with this, right? And I know you guys are so excited to see what Elizabeth have in store for us. But first, let's just cat up on it in the chat for now. Okay, of course we had Roy saying hi to everybody. Roy actually went live like 30 an hour prior to our live. So I was there for a bit because I was moderating. And then we had to do a tech rehearse. So he's saying happy anniversary to you as well. And everybody's
Thank you. Thank
saying,
you.
right, hello and hi to everybody. So thank you. Happy anniversary also from Pam. And from me as well. Happy
Thank you.
anniversary. Yes, thank you. And please, yes, Roy, thank you. Hit that like button, guys. Turns out the questions were for a job interview. Because those
Right.
questions where I realized they are hot foiling. This was for last night. So I've been here for a week, maybe two. Okay. To love me some Mama Lala. Thank you, Linda. You've always been here. Okay. Austin, yes, please. I do want to hear from you. I would love to hear from you. Yes. And everybody saying hi to you as well. The sparkle is
Fabulous.
out of the bag. I love the best with
Yep.
lights off. Yes, okay. I look the best with lights. I think same. And hi, Zell, Sprinkle with Cards. Thank you so much for dropping by.
I
I
think
love
that
you
in the
guys. I
dark is that anonymity. You're like,
exact.
you
Yeah.
just can't.
True, true, true. I adore mixed media, my favorite. Actually, Le Chabot. Okay, Le Chabot. All right. Finally, I asked her to actually spell it out because I keep on, pronouncing her name. That's her channel name, but she's Linda. She's actually an artist. She is moderator for several people. And I met her in Images of Gretchen. So if you have not checked out Images of Gretchen, she's a great storyteller, photographer, and artist as well, right? So she has an amazing artist community as well. Glitter, she just keeps swearing at us because Pam is not a fan.
No,
And
a lot of people aren't.
yes,
That's okay.
Lynn said, "You're live again?" Yes, twice in a day for you guys because I was on in the morning for you and now at night. But for me, that's a different day. For sure, glow in the dark. Yes, I did sleep. It's just I'm on a different time zone, Lynn. Hi, friends. This is Lynn, LV Handcrafted. For those who are new and don't know Lynn yet, she is a super awesome crafter artist in our community. What's for dinner, Lynn? Yes, there you go. Okay, and hi, Mona from sunny Southern California. When you see that, you don't even know, you know that's Mona because that is her welcome. Okay, always from sunny Southern California. Now I'm thinking, it does rain in SoCal every now and then, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sometimes.
Sometimes, yes. So I think I always go to SoCal because I have relatives there. They have like so many months and years of no rain. And then when we were there with my kids, it rained all day. So it was so hard to enjoy the theme parks, right? Because it was raining. Anyway, it's just saying. Okay, what anniversary are we celebrating? Okay, Elizabeth's, right? So
Yeah,
it's her
marriage.
anniversary. Yes,
The
awesome.
happy bliss of marriage.
And it resonates. You see how, it resonates with EZR. What you see is what you get, right? She is super awesome. Wedding anniversary. I once made cup noodles at 2 a.m. Yes, that's my daughter. Happy anniversary. All right. And Lynn says 2 a.m. cup noodles are absolutely the best. Okay,
Yum.
guys, I'm so behind. I'm so sorry. All right. The
They
hub
just
is on
chatty today.
keto. Well, thanks. Anyway, I just had beef yesterday. All right. So finally, let's go. Again, Elizabeth and I, our intention for this live stream is, for we will try to go as like from beginner level. So if you are just watching this on replay or here right now lurking and watching and they're afraid to ask questions, so we will tackle a little bit about the beginning, part of, so if you're just starting with mixed media up to a little bit of an advanced level. So for those who are actually not new to this. All right, Elizabeth, I'll put you on focus and let's start. Okay, so Elizabeth will try
Okay.
to run you down through some of the techniques or processes that maybe a beginner or for those who are seasoned can actually relate to, and then we will craft together. All right, thank you,
Okay.
Elizabeth. Let's do this. Okay.
All right. So, mixed media. A lot of people get hung up on that of
Mm-hmm.
what are we mixing? Well, we're gonna mix stamps, stencils, and paste. Now these are the lovely lunar pastes, the neons, and they come. These are fairly new, but the lunar paste line has a lot of options. If you're not familiar with any texture paste, I do recommend, getting one to try out. It's not everybody's cup of tea because they can get messy. Um, a very good one in the lunar paste line to try is slippery when wet. It's a beautiful golden color. It's going to be fabulous for all of your holidays, every season when you
Oh, it's
just need a
so
touch of
nice.
bling. It's absolutely gorgeous. The new Astro paste has glitter built in. When the paste is dry with the glitter in it, the glitter stays put. However, when you're doing cleanup and the base that holds it together, once you've separated, the glitter gets loose. So if you don't like loose
Mm.
glitter, this may not be for you. And then the neons, if you love neons, some of these are just absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to be working with the neons because I feel like I wanted to do something bright today. And we're going to do a fun I just recently learned that we can stamp on the lunar paste. So we're mixing up the lunar paste with some stamping, and then we're going to heat emboss over it. So you just want
Ooh.
a little focal point, a little something. It could be a critter, it could be a flower, it could be anything, a weird design, just something that'll look good embossed over your lunar paste. And for me today, we're using the French Garden, and we're going to use this guy right here. And then when we're all done, we're going to add our stencil and some more paste over the top. And I'll show you how I like to add a little extra to something, because this, it could be done. I mean, it could be done. And but we'll go through. When you're using your paste, you are going to want a palette knife, something to scoop it out with, okay? And then if you're doing big areas like we're doing, we're going to want a scraper tool.
Mm-hmm.
Simon Curley does have these. It comes in a 2-pack like this with one palette knife, so you can really get some work done. And then you need a rag or paper towels and some water for cleanup. And as you're working with your main project, you want to have some, I like to have a, that's the actual card base we're going to work on,
Mm-hmm.
card panels that are pre-cut, because we can do a cleanup sometimes and make extras. So
Oh, so that's a great tip, right? So
yeah,
you have, if you can have like extra card panels, okay, not actually the bases,
right,
but the panels. There you go.
yeah. And
Okay. So
if
Elizabeth,
you
I
want to,
see some things on the top of your pastes. What are those? Maybe people are like, what are those things on top of our the caps of our pastes?
that is what's on the inside of the jar, so that when I
Oh.
open the drawer and I see, oh, that's, mood ring right there. I haven't done it for these guys, but all you do is you grab it. It's
Uh-huh.
skin safe. I
All right.
I get covered in this stuff all the time. No, it doesn't burn. It doesn't do anything. Easy cleanup. I just do a
Wow.
little swipe, and then when you're all done, you can just get your rag and
Oh, that's
a
awesome.
little bit
So
of
that's
water.
another, awesome tip, right? So you put samples on top of your cap so you don't even actually
Yes.
need to open it up and you will know exactly what's inside.
Yep.
Awesome. All
Especially
right.
if you're looking down. But I mean, if you store
Yeah.
them on their sides, I mean,
Yeah.
you can see their gorgeousness.
Exactly.
But
So any which direction you will be able to see it, right? Awesome.
yeah, and it's
Okay.
really good for like the Astro paste. And you can see this is the glitter one, and there's no glitter coming off. It's really stuck in there. So the Astro paste really holds that glitter as long as you're not, washing washing up behind
So
it
true.
loosens that glitter right up. Um, but and if you, I don't mind making a mess. So 90% of the time, I do all my paste right on the glass mat. If you want it nice and tidy, you're going to want a sticky mat and some like mint tape or something to hold your project down. And then you can keep your project rather tidy. But and I can, it's fairly quick, so I can do a demonstration on both keeping it tidy and then making a mess so that you can clean up, because cleanup is kind of fun.
Okay, Elizabeth, I am like smiling here because Linda posted something that is like, it made me realize I have the same thing. She said it's like, it's so hard to, okay, I can't find, there you go. She said, this stuff kills my budget. But
Yes,
okay,
it does.
she said resistance is futile for me. Isn't it for all of us, right?
Yes,
So don't worry,
yes.
guys, because we actually have some awesome, affiliate links for you there in the description as well. So if you're interested in, and sometimes there's even like a sale of some sort, right? Again, those links will not give you additional cost. It's the same cost to you, but will actually, those are affiliate links of Elizabeth, and they actually will help grow her channel as in terms of products as well. Thank you so much, guys. All right, Elizabeth, what is up next? So now you introduced us to the different lunar paste that you're gonna create tonight.
Yes. So, oh, you know what? I
Mm-hmm.
need to grab one item. Please hold.
All right. Okay. So while Elizabeth
Oh
is
no.
grabbing some of the
Okay, I will be
items,
grabbing the item.
yes.
What did I do with? Oops.
Okay. Okay.
I
Stamperia
have
stamps. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. They are really, I have to agree. Stamperia is also like, that's where eventually I got to know Vicky P. I call her P because her surname is so hard to pronounce. Papanoya. Okay, I don't know, exactly. With Linda, it took me a while
I
to
have
finally
lost
say
my paper.
Leche Boutte. All right. It's so hard. All right. So we're working on that. Guys, if you do have questions at any point in time during the demonstration of Elizabeth, yes, please do ask, especially if you are new to mixed media, right? So a lot of people also in the chat are actually
It's right here.
great at mixed media. You have T, you have Linda, you have Dawn. There's so many people in the chat who actually also are great mixed media artists as well, on top of many other things, right? So please, don't be shy. If you do have questions, just put them in the chat. Or if you are watching on replay, yes, put it in the comments and we will get back to you. Okay, so Elizabeth, did you find it?
Yes, I
Okay, let's
did.
go back to Elizabeth. There you go.
My apologies. When you're using texture paste, pretty much all the brands are very similar. They have a water content in them that makes them wet and heavy, and it can buckle your paper. So you want a good heavy stock. And I'm today using the scrapbook.com heavyweight mixed media paper. You can go shopping and just try to find something that doesn't bend when you hold it out. Like, I'm holding this piece of paper out with just my fingers and it's holding a pretty straight line. This one is 400 GSM, just something nice and heavy, unlike your regular cardstock, which you can use. You can absolutely use. You just might have to work out flattening it in the end. But yeah, so we've got, these are 6x8, so we're going to cut them in half so that we can what am I doing, 4 inches, because that's half of 8. Who knew we would need math in our crafting? Okay, and there's that. Okay, so we've got our mixed media paper. I have a couple of card bases ready to go. I've got a black and a white one. Not sure what one we're going to work with. And we've got our lovely cardstock. And we're going to start. So are we starting? Do I do a run through with you and then we can do it again together? Would that be best? Yeah. I have a whole attic and I need bigger space sometimes. I lost Lala. Where'd she go?
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
I had to
Oh no
go
no.
reach out to the cabinet up there to get my pastes, the ones that I've had forever.
Hey, we used what we have. And I had bought some paste a long time ago and didn't use them,
Mm-hmm.
and they dried up and were yicky. And that's another thing about the lunar paste is I have some of the originals that are like 3-4 years old now and they're still great.
Oh yes, that was
So
gonna be a question I was gonna ask Elizabeth, right? So
yes.
how about its stability? What if for most of us maybe mixed media is not something that we are like going to be doing a lot. So
Right.
we will probably be in it'll probably be in storage. So will it not dry up? How long before you think it will last? So
Okay.
for those who might be
Um
hoarding.
right. And my experience is a little unique because I do work in an attic that gets to be 100 and some degrees up here if I'm not running my AC. So sometimes these act like they're in storage, like a storage unit getting roasty toasty, right? This guy here, he's an oldie but goodie. He has been around for the 4 years, and he was getting kind of crusty. And I just opened the lid and I said, let me try this. And I gave it a couple of squirts of water. I mixed it around, let it set. A few days later, I gave it a
Mm-hmm.
couple of squirts of water.
Does it have
And
to be
I
like regular water or distilled water?
I just used tap water.
Okay, tap water is
Distilled
okay.
might be better, but it didn't seem to bother. It is a
Okay.
little chunky, but if you're getting to the bottom and see, oops, that look, I made a mess, but I don't care because we'll clean that up and have fun with it.
Exactly.
But
All right. Wow,
if
you
you're
almost used it up. I'm so happy for you. My gosh, I don't think I have ever used anything up to the bottom of it.
actually, like this one here is my second jar of the slippery when wet.
Oh my
Because once
gosh.
you start using it and see how easy it is to add, how quickly it dries, you'll be going for that to add that little extra bling. But when you get really low, like half, I say when you get about half of your jars gone, that's when you're going to grab your plastic wrap, shove it in,
Oh, okay.
and it's going to make it last even longer. Now, mind you, this didn't start getting crusty until recently, and it's an original. And anybody that follows Simon Hurley knows that they started out being luster paste, and they had to change the name, but they forgot to change it in the description. So
Oh,
these are
okay.
originals. I bought them like when
Mm.
they first came out. So I've had this quite a while. It's been sitting up here through winters and summers. Like I said,
So
it was
very
90
stable.
degrees when
Okay, that's
yeah, it's
great to
very
know,
stable.
Elizabeth, right? So that, because sometimes they get out of stock. Actually, when we were doing the links a while ago, it was like Elizabeth had to look for, another store that she has because they're out of stock in that specific store. So, guys, yes, these products are very, very famous at this point right now because it's super awesome. So
Hmm.
they do run out fast. So if you are interested in it, yes, better check them out. Again, the links to the products that Elizabeth are working on right now are actually in the description. And Sammy, okay, my moderator daughter, okay, wherever you are, please also put them in the chat. Okay, so do we need to use like a dark paper as or a panel all the time, or will this
No.
work also on regular white, off-white
Um.
panels?
So your the the lunar paste line, the regular lunar paste line, like the neons, the regulars,
Uh huh.
and the new Astro pastes, these work on anything, literally anything. Patterned
Oh wow.
papers, darks, lights. I have a couple examples here. So this is a green mix on a black.
Wow, it
This is
looks metallic. It looks really
yeah,
metallic.
it's really gorgeous. And
Gorgeous.
then we stamped into it and
Mhm.
then stamped off, so then we can see how it looks on white paper.
Elizabeth, can I ask how did you stamp the leaf on the first card? Is it
Yes.
just
So
clear,
I
clear embossing?
this but no. So this technique is you put the paste on thick and then you
Okay.
stamp into the paste while it's
Ah,
wet, and you pull it and then quickly stamp it onto this. And so
awesome. So
this
it kind
came
of
from there.
awesome. So there's the texture. I'm sure that it is on her channel. Okay, one of the videos in
Yeah,
her channel. Okay, I will
we
ask
did it
that.
on a
Yes,
live.
I'll ask the link from Elizabeth later on and put it in the description as well, so you can head back onto that one where when she did that one. All right. So here's another one. Several ones
So
actually.
Yeah, so it does show up very nicely on the whites. Again, it
So
shows up
nice.
gorgeous on the blacks.
What's the name of
So
the red one, Elizabeth? What's the name of this one? The red
so this one is Bee Sting, Game Over, and Prom Queen. So this
prom
is
queen
a mix of several of the reds.
are awesome.
And so this,
So it's the same technique.
again,
You put
stamp
a
into the wet paste and then
okay.
stamp it off.
So
So
red
yeah,
rubber or polymer stamp. Okay.
this one was photopolymer,
Okay.
but yeah, you can use red rubber and yeah, and then this is a cleanup. Mm. And
Awesome.
then
That's gonna be a great background.
yeah, and then you can die cut it as long as it's
Yeah.
not too thick. I have put on
Oh yeah. By
so
the way,
like this
how does it dry up? Does it dry up fast enough, or it takes time for it to dry up?
depends. This
Mm,
this right here would have dried in seconds because
okay.
it's so thin. So
Okay.
thin. This you know, 20 minutes ish. I mean, it was mostly dry by the time the show was over, but it's super thick because I wanted to stamp an impression into it. And so this I would not be able to die cut. I could fussy cut it, but when you put a thick layer of the dye or the paste on there, it's not going to die cut. Thin, you can die
Okay.
cut, easy peasy.
Oh, that's a great
But
tip.
yeah,
Thank you. Okay. So depends on your purpose. Okay. So
right.
if you put it on thick or thin. These are
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, perfect for the coming holidays. So you go green,
Yes.
black, white background, no worries. All right.
Yes.
So okay, so those are some basics. So just with this solar paste, lunar paste, Elizabeth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can
Yes.
actually already come up with a mixed media project that is stunning, as if you are an expert.
I try. I try.
Right? That's so awesome. Okay, so for our project for today, what are we gonna do, Elizabeth? So we're gonna have both of us now. Okay, we will
Okay.
try. I will try my super best to catch up.
Yes.
Okay, but Elizabeth,
It's
I
okay.
will just go
We'll go
get
slow.
and grab some black cardstocks because I like what I
Okay.
see, and what I have are white ones. I think I wanna have that one as well. Okay, so you can continue like going through what we're gonna be doing, and I'll catch up.
Okay. Okay. So on this one, we put the paste on our palette knife and drug it, or our scraper tool, and we drug it across the paper. And we had enough excess. That's how I made this one. And that's what we're going to do today is we're going to do maybe one or two panels. So we want to have enough stuff that if we put on our paste and we don't use it all, we can use it up on our next one. Because when you mix your colors on your palette knife and your spatulas, you don't want to scrape it and put it back into your jars. So have yourself some panels ready, and this is how fun things happen. We made this, and this was the outcome of a cleanup. We were cleaning our tool this way, and we were able to make another project. But we're going to purposely make this particular project today something that we can stamp on and just have a little bit of fun with. So I'm going to use a couple of the neon colors, and we're going to drag those down. And when we
Mm.
get our glops of color on here, we're going to start with an angle where the glops touch. Well, they're already touching this because they're on there,
Mm-hmm.
but then the glops are going to touch your paper. And as you drag to you're going to squish it down further. So hopefully that makes
Okay.
sense. And
So
if you
it's
want to,
better, Elizabeth, to use a brayer. No, not a brayer, but what do you call that one? Like a spatula, plastic spatula, like that.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, you're going to scoop it out of your containers with a little palette knife.
Okay.
And then the spatula, and that's for a more even
Distribution.
smoothness, and that'll let you be able to stamp on it. And that's what we're going to aim for, is just a nice smooth surface that's going to dry kind of quickly. And yeah,
All
And if it
right.
doesn't want to dry quickly, we'll help it along. We'll use that heat tool. But we're gonna tape off our project for those that want to keep it clean and don't want to make a huge mess. You're just gonna tape off the area with your mint tape, and it does use a little bit. Don't be afraid. It doesn't cost that much, and you can reuse it.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
So we're gonna do the clean method where we're not gonna make too much of a mess. And
So
we're
the card
gonna,
panels, when we work on it, Elizabeth, do you
yes.
you like suggest make it a little bit bigger than the actual size of the card you are gonna make, or um
That's a preference thing. Sometimes I do an A2 and then trim it down.
mhm.
Sometimes I cut it to the size I need it because maybe I don't want any cut lines. I just want it kind of, all natural. So it just kind of depends. And we're going to grab our neons.
Okay.
I love these. And I'm going to do a couple of dollops of each color, maybe. And we want our drag to be thin, so I don't need a lot of color or a lot of paste on here. So we're just gonna do a little bit of that color. We'll close that up. And air is the enemy to all your pastes.
Okay.
So you want to make sure you're keeping it closed while you're working. And sometimes you get the little crusties. You just grab them and chuck them out, or save them and cut them up and then use them as little shaker bits. So we're going to add a little bit of the purple in there. Okay.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
we're
You're
gonna,
actually gonna mix them up.
yeah, you just let them do their thing on there. And then we're going to throw in a little bit. I was going to do the orange, but I don't want it to make brown with the purple. So we're going to go with blue instead. Just a little bit of blue.
Nice.
And so we're just going to add these, I call them glubs. Add some glubs of color to that. We make up words because it's smaller than a dollop,
Glove. So
Okay.
yes.
So once you get all your glubs on there, that's when you're going to set it at the top of your card. Okay. And your paste is going to connect to the paper and your spatula, and you're going to slowly bring it down and drag at the same time. Okay.
Awesome.
So we've got a super basic but super thin, and I'm just going to go over it one more time and kind of look at it. That's basically a scrape off, but I need to add that color back because it took too much off.
Okay,
But
yes. So you can
you can
always,
do-
put it back.
Yep. So it just kind of put it back on there. So I'm going to put it back, and then I'm going to drag it back down.
Yeah.
And
So your
give it a little
advice is
wiggle.
having, extra papers or panels on hand will really come
Yep.
in handy, right? Because
Right.
if you have excess, then you can actually just, as you said, the term brayer them. No, not brayer, but wipe. What do you call it? Wipe off.
Yeah, swipe it
Yes.
off. So
Yes.
if I'd have had extra, I would have been able to take my scrap and just scrape that right on there. But amazing enough, I had just enough. So that guy is done.
Yeah, you're so
So
used to like I know how much I need. Okay, don't worry,
no,
guys.
not
Yeah, it will come in
it,
time, right? So the more you actually use them, the more that you will probably get to know how you do things, right?
right.
So
But
there you
if you
go.
watch the live where I was using all of these reds, you'll see I had red everywhere. And it's okay because I made a bunch of cleanup stuff. Now,
Exactly.
because we do this in a thinner manner, we do want to make sure we move our tape before it dries because it could potentially hold it to the paper in a manner that we don't want.
Okay. So
So
just to make
um,
sure, okay, you put it there. All right. And then,
so
awesome. Okay, so they're asking Elizabeth, what does mine look like right now? Okay, guys, again, I wish I have that, lunar pace and stuff. Okay, so that's part of my wish list for the year. Hopefully it comes soon. And so we can join Elizabeth, when she's doing this live. So this is what mine actually looks like right now. So what I'm using, Elizabeth, is this is a super old one, guys. I don't even know if it's still available. It's called the metallic gilding polish.
okay,
Okay, so I've tried. I don't have, for some weird reason, I did a mixed media earlier on in the month, and all my palette knives and all my scrapers are in there, and I
they're
can't.
MIA.
Yes, they're all MIA. I moved around. I can't find it. So this is the only thing that's left. So I cannot do
That's all
like
right.
what Elizabeth is doing right now. So I just simply added them one color at a time, right? So I
Yes.
basically used this one. Okay, it's the ocean teal. I like the color. And then this one is called blossom gilding polish. So they're waxy material. Look at how it's almost
They,
going to die on me, so I really need to use this already. Right,
and that's
so
okay because you're creating something unique. Nobody else
yes.
can do that. And
Exactly.
as long as you have a flat, because I'm seeing where that blue is, it might be a pretty flat area. You might still be
Uh-huh.
able to stamp on it.
Yes,
So,
actually, I'm trying to keep it a little bit flat for now because I really
yep.
want to follow your. I did get a peek, guys, of what we're going to do today. Being the host, I got that privilege, so I'm going to try to keep this as thin as possible. So there you saw what
Okay.
I'm doing thus far. Let's go back to Elizabeth's. Okay.
Okay. So we did a clean method where we taped everything off. We had it
Mm-hmm.
in the thing, and now we're going to do a messy method because sometimes it
Ooh.
happens. Sometimes it
Okay.
happens. You're going to town and things get a little crazy, and you're wearing the paste. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And you're like, okay, what am I going to do? And we're going to do a cleanup because I like cleanup. Cleanup is fun. We're
Okay.
going to do this same thing. And I'm going to put way too much paste on here because that happens. When we're first time in, we're like, oh, okay, they said put some gloves on here. I mean, how big is a glove? We don't know. Oh, maybe it needs more because we've never done this. So let's
Mm-hmm.
just, maybe that one's too much. We'll just add that glove over to that glove and scoot that glove over. So we've got some pretty big gloves because we don't know. And then we're like, okay, but we have our spares. We have our extra papers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we get a little too crazy, it's okay. We're going to go into this one here and we're going to grab some of this and we're going to stick that right there and we're going to put that right there. And we're going to come in and grab that and then, oh, maybe more. I don't know. Let's just do a lot because better safe than sorry, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be a waste either because we're going to make extras. So we're going to put a
Awesome.
little bit there and there. And let's put a little bit there. Okay. So we've got all of our gloves just like before. Okay. We're going to set that down. We've got our heavy stock for um, our main goal. We have our heavy stock. Now for my cleanups and offshoots, I just use my 65 pound, 80 pound, whatever paper you have an abundance of. And I've got some just sitting here. And so they're going to come in handy because we're going to make a mistake. But it's not really a mistake because we're going to use it. But the same technique, we're going to make sure the palette knife is at the top of the paper and the little dollops, the globs are hanging on and they're touching. And as we
Awesome.
come
You
down the
angle it.
paper, we're gonna
There
we're
you
just
go.
oh,
Oh, right. So you can actually create, you know what? I really need to find my spatula. This is FOMO happening right now. Okay.
yeah.
Go ahead and do some more, Elizabeth. I will try to look for mine. Okay.
And then we're like, well, maybe it's too thick. Maybe it won't dry in time. So we're going to go through and we're just going to, we're going to wiggle. Let's just wiggle. And then, we've done something interesting there. We've done something interesting there. And I like it. So we're going to hang on to that because we like it. We're going to stop with that one. But we have so much left over. And this is what happens. You do your project. Maybe you want it thick so you can stamp in it like I showed in my other live, but maybe you need it thin and you're like, well, we'll do the thick one for another project and then we'll pull this down for our thin one. And wow, I like that.
Yay,
That
I
was
found them, Elizabeth. Now I just don't know if my pastes are, okay enough to actually do this technique, but I will try.
we can
will
try. That's all
try.
we can do. And
Yes.
you might find what you have on hand is exactly what you need. You might find it's not, and then you just make note of what you want to get next time.
Mm-hmm.
And
True,
then
true.
we were gonna clean that. Oh, that one's nice too. Can I get that to dry just a little bit more?
I see what you mean by, having, different kinds of paste in front of me right now. The ease of how you put that in, those lunar
Mhm.
pastes, like, they glide like butter, so to
They
speak,
do.
right? They're super awesome.
And so for having that much paste, I had so much paste on the one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. And see, this happens. This happens to me a lot. we drop it in something
Uh-huh.
else. So I've got a panel that is ruined. No, it's not ruined. Just give it a minute. And then this one where we had a beautiful draw, but we dropped something in it. You can A, rescrape, or B,
Let
we're
it
just
be.
gonna add a little bit more texture to that. And we're gonna pull it off with this card. And I'm just gonna kind of leave an area that, see, that's almost already dry right there. And I just did
Mhm.
that. But,
Okay. So we
so
also
I'm
have
just
to
gonna add,
try to work a little faster if we can.
yeah.
Okay.
So there, I made it grungy on purpose and I still have an area to stamp in. So we'll still be able to stamp in that. So even if you drop something into it, and that was totally on accident, but it's kind of cool. So I'm not sad.
Question, Elizabeth. If I see
Yes,
like chunks of them, can I go back to them and
sure.
oh yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm together. Okay, so
Yes.
guys, the one I'm using right now, this is Little Birdie. Okay, so again, I've had them forever. So, but these are actually better, more buttery than my polishes. So I'm using the berry grape, the berry glaze. And where's the cover of this thing? This is the aqua sheen. And then the green one, because of course, in honor of our guest who loves green
Yeah,
so much. Okay, so
I do.
that's Glimmer Moss. Okay, and then this one, the golden one, is called Antique Gold. Okay, so it's the opposite way.
Beautiful.
Take it like that one. So basically, I still have a lot, Elizabeth. Right?
Yep.
So
So that
the
means
the first time I
right.
did it, it wasn't as nice. But there are patches here and there. But I think I like that because it's not
Yep.
perfect, right? So I like that.
Right.
And it's thin enough, right? So I can go get another one.
Yep.
Okay. And then, okay. Oh, I ruined my. Okay. No. Remove. Okay. Now have my table covered with this one. So I'll do it again and I'll try the wiggly thingy you did.
Yep.
Okay. There you go. The
Look at
wiggle,
that.
wiggle.
Awesome sauce. Check it out.
But then I have those kinds on the side, so maybe I can just
Yep.
drag that. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh,
Having it
beautiful.
unique and whatnot. Okay.
Exactly.
Now
Okay, going back to you. Okay.
on my table, see, this is the messy technique. We didn't
Mm-hmm.
tape it off. We just let the things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I did mist it while I was talking so that it wouldn't dry out. I'm gonna mist it one more time. I've got my
Oh.
cardstock. So this is the cardstock that landed in the other one, and then I used it. We're gonna add some more. With the paste, if you go down and up, it's not really gonna do much. It'll be kind of interesting. With paste cleanup, you want to set it down, push and pull. Push down and then
Set
pull.
it up, push and pull. Okay.
Yep. And then
Remembering that.
you're gonna get some crazy designs. This one that looks like a unicorn threw up. This one would need a unicorn for sure.
See, mixed media products aren't really that cheap, right? So having, knowing that we can actually, there's
Hmm.
nothing's gonna go to waste, right? Even
Right.
those supposed messed up stuff, okay, we can still use every single, piece of it, or supposedly supposed to be a mess. No, you can still go grab it. Okay, so
Yep.
most paste or only lunar paste, Elizabeth, you can do that. Like you put a spritz of water and then you can
Um,
grab it,
if
or
if they clean up easy with water, I would say that you can do this.
okay.
Um, so I've used the lunar paste. It's pretty much the only one I have. I mean, one
Mm-hmm.
I have one jar of the Crafter's Workshop, right? Crafter, I don't know. Yeah, the Crafter's Workshop.
Uh-uh.
I've used this. It's similar. It takes a little bit longer to dry. I have shimmery goodness that a friend dyed colored for me, and yeah, I just same. It just is if you can add some water to them and they still work. Like with these, you can pull them out in little teeny bits, add some water, and actually paint with them.
Awesome. Okay, and this is what I
So
did,
yeah.
Elizabeth. Right? So I still have some a little bit on the
Yep.
edge. So I just tried to scrape it off onto the edge of, another
Uh-huh.
panel and then pushed it in. So it could be like a
Yep.
nice border as well, right? You can put something in the middle
Right.
and then you can still have like a border. Awesome.
Yeah,
See, I'm
and
getting
that's
inspiration from Elizabeth, guys. So
yeah,
hello.
and lunar lunar paste. Even using your finger tools,
Mm-hmm.
you were talking about doing a border, right?
Yes.
Um, Let me grab my slippery when
Oh,
wet
you know
because
what? Yes, I can probably use my finger. Yeah.
okay. So slippery when wet is one of my all-time favorites because it's glorious. So say like you have a panel, but you want a background layer of gold, but you don't have gold paper or you don't want to chunk it out. You can take your inexpensive black or white,
Uh-huh.
whichever, and then you can use your finger tool with any of your paste. But let me tell you, slippery when wet, just like that. I've made our little panel,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can just go right around. And we use our finger tool because it's easy peasy and it won't get. I don't think you'll get sick unless you have like super sensitivity. Um, I have painted my nails with this stuff before, and yeah, I'm obsessed. What can I say? And then we now have a golden border, which heck, we'll use this one today. Why not? And then we just scrape our finger tools back into the jar like so, close that up. And when this dries, we'll be able to put our design in the center and I'll have a golden border without having to cut any paper or doing anything special. Just use what I already have out.
I can
And
do
that is
this, Elizabeth. I can do this all day. This is so much fun, right?
right.
But the thing
Yes,
is,
I
how
know.
how long do we like? Are yours already dry? Can we like,
So
because
so
mine, if
this
I
one,
put it glides, it still is like, I feel it's still. Can you like heat and I know, put a heat tool on this one
so
to dry? No.
on lunar paste, yes. You can
Okay.
help it along with a heat tool. With
Okay.
some of your other ones, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not
Now,
sure
this one,
also.
it was super thin, so this one's dry. This one, oops,
Let
come
me
here.
see.
You go over there.
So
This
that's the
one is
thing.
half dry. Oops. I say half dry and I just wrung my finger right through it. But this one is working on being dry. And this is a
Yeah.
thinner piece of paper because I was doing a cleanup and it actually looks really nice except for my finger smudge right there. This one's a little bit thicker. This one was one of our first ones. And so it's not quite dry yet,
Okay.
but
So
it
this
will
one
be.
I realized, Elizabeth, the first one, the polish, dry,
Mm-hmm.
dry, super dry. Okay, nothing goes to my finger.
Yes.
But the waxes from Lil Birdie, I feel if I stamp something, but that's actually gonna be awesome also to see what, like when you get,
What
yeah,
it
when
does.
it lifts. All right, okay, so amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
so we
So,
can do both. Okay,
and I
so
thought
the
I had
next
another one.
step.
Did I have another
So
one?
I hope that you have seen what Elizabeth did, right? So basically, no waste to the lunar paste
Right.
because you
Even
can,
if
yeah.
you do extras.
Exactly, right? So with the ones I'm using right now, the wax by Little Birdie, okay, they actually I think would take a while to dry, or maybe I need to help it out with a little bit of a heat tool. I hope it won't bubble up. Let's see. But the polishes, they dry up. And then I have another one that I've had forever, Elizabeth. I have maybe it's called
See?
myartsc.com.
Artsy. Yeah.
Yes. I just have gold, silver, and what is the color of this one? Copper. I'm not sure if it's still alive though. We will
Yeah.
see.
And you just pull them out and see and try not to drop them. I just totally dropped that.
Oh, it's
So,
still okay. I,
but
I
yeah,
took a
because
dip.
accidents happen. So, what we're going to do is because that was actually kind of a thick area, I'm going to go ahead and kind of make the rest of the top look like it was supposed to be like that.
Oh,
And
awesome.
we're just going to see because I still have an area I can stamp in.
Okay, maybe I should mute myself because I'm a little
Okay,
bit of
I like
heat.
that. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna clean up our mess again because accidents happen, and in my world they happen quite often. As you can see, I just drop it. So we're gonna pick that up. Oh, it's a nice little rainbow. Well, that's interesting. Okay, that'll be fun. And then let's do. Do I have any black paper left? Of course not. Yeah. So, ooh, rip my ears off.
Okay. I don't think those metallic waxes are gonna dry up anytime soon. So probably we will create a different kind of technique for that and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's try this art wax. No, artsy.
Art.
Myartsy.com. Okay, I'm sure you have tried this before. How do you like it, Elizabeth? This brand.
Um, I like I said the lunar paste because it is expensive, right?
Uh-huh.
I like the lunar paste, so I stick with the lunar paste. I try not
Okay.
to
Got it.
venture out, but and that's because the first bunch of texture paste I bought
Mm-hmm.
didn't last, and I threw them out. I threw them out before I even used them because they were just dry to the bone. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what happened.
And something this wax has like that orangey kind of kind of smell.
Right.
Yes. And normally when I find that they have smell, I kind of, oh, look at that.
Right.
This
And
is
that's a nice
almost
thing about
dried.
the paste.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Um,
Yes, Elizabeth.
the
Sorry.
the Astros and Lunar paste don't
Mm-hmm.
have a smell to them.
Okay, that's nice.
They're not perfumed.
Yeah. Because normally this are I'm an industrial pharmacist. So normally when you have like those kinds of scents, meaning most of the time they have phenols and those are actually not good for your health, right?
Right.
So I am kind of scared when some materials have those kind of smell. But anyway, just to test them out, let's see. Again, I'm no expert, guys, so don't quote me on that. This is just my opinion, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Just opinions here, people. Just
Yes,
opinions.
yes. We
Everybody's
are
got one. It's
not
okay.
expert. Okay. Again, thank you
The,
for being here, my friends. And then we have Jean. Okay, we have Jean
yes.
in the chat. Hi, Jean. And also Mary
Yeah, I actually hung out with
and
Mary,
Ruth.
well, Mary Landers in there,
Mm-hmm.
Mary Alice. We went to Brutus Monroe and did a make and take today, and then we
Oh,
went and had dinner. So yeah, and then I rushed home. I got home at 9:02. Gave the hubby the car keys, and he went to work. And then I ran upstairs
just in
to hang out with you.
awesome. I met Mary from I think yeah, that's Mary, the one I know that we did what do you call it, a challenge, like a 7-day challenge, right, Mary, with live streaming pros and with Debbie J. A few
Oh,
like I think earlier this year, or if it not, it was last year.
yeah,
Okay,
Mary
Wim said I
Landers doesn't
like the
have a chimney.
psychedelic colors, Elizabeth. There you go.
Right? Those are your neons.
And
That
it's so
is,
nice how it has like a flowing texture.
yep, that's when you put the paste on a little bit thicker and
Uh-huh.
then do quick back and forth wiggles down your paper.
Oh, that is super nice.
And
How
so,
about
yeah,
like
we
the
got,
layering ones? It's like layer, like not just
yeah,
the wiggly thing, but the layers, the same technique.
yeah, it's just you put all your colors on one palette and then put it down and go do 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 do
Yeah, this is
down the
drying
line.
up big time. So we'll see. But it's nice, it has that kind of texture that you would probably would want. The thing is,
Yep,
I just don't know if it's gonna dry up enough for me to use it. So
stamp on it.
probably,
That
again, we'll
would be
see.
really pretty die cut though.
Yeah,
And those are
it's
super grungy. Like if you
yes, I
could
like it. Yeah,
gears and stuff on those, I can totally see like
yeah.
adding a pinch of uh pistachio green or
Mhm.
a patinaed green in there, like a rusty page
And if I put
for
my
some
finger
gears.
on it and just drag it, okay, it loses that textury thingy, but still has
Because
a
it
little
that's
bit.
a wax. Yeah,
Okay, but it
that's
is
kind of
nice,
cool.
so I'll try it. Okay, and do something like that. So okay, I actually love that there's a certain kind of texture that remains
Right?
after. Oh, I love this. I just hope
Yeah,
that.
and with the texture paste and apparently your gilding wax,
Mhm.
um, it stays. So like this, you can feel the little ripples that I made with the
Yes, there.
the
That's the
scraper.
name. Ripples. Yes, Elizabeth. Thank you for that. Yes, there are actually ripples now. Oh, this is so much fun. I just hope it dries up enough, okay, to actually create, stamping on it soon. I didn't
Mary
realize.
Landers says different Mary, but we're all fun.
Oh, different Mary. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Mary
Like we have
Mary
several
Landers.
Gloria, right? We also have several Gloria in the community. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness. Okay, so far just one Lala. so far, but we don't know.
And only one Elizabeth Costa-Rogers. I
Okay.
Google every so often just to make sure not another one pops up.
So true, so true. Oh, this is so nice, guys. I love them. I don't just like the smell though. It's really, really strong.
Mm,
It's like I can smell it. I'm pretty sure my daughter would be able to smell this from the outside of the room.
ugh.
So it's so much fun that you guys can, live so near that you can actually meet up, right?
Yep.
So that is so
Yeah,
much
it was an
fun.
hour and well, it was supposed to be an hour and 20-minute drive that turned into an hour and 40 minutes because
Traffic.
traffic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'd never been that way, so I was unprepared. And there was an accident, so
Oh, yeah, that happens in your freeways, right? So
yeah.
when I drive in the US, and most of the time I'm with my kids, Sammy had to navigate me. Okay, mommy, may the fourth lane. Okay, stay in this lane. Because here in the Philippines, we can U-turn anytime.
You
With
can
you
do whatever
guys,
you
it's like
want.
if you miss your exit, oh my goodness, it's
Keep
so
going.
so far. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
And your exits in the Philippines, most of the time, our exits are always on the right. Always on
Right.
the right. You guys have exits in the middle of the road. I was like, oh my goodness. Sometimes they're on the left, sometimes they're in the middle. I was like, oh my goodness. So
Yeah,
it's a different
I never
experience.
noticed living in Washington, all the exits were on the right. Exit the right, exit to the right.
Yes,
We get
right?
to Ohio and it's like, wait a minute, my exit's on the left? Since when? But
Exactly.
I love it because it's 20 minutes from everywhere. So,
And you know how it is like when you navigate, like in the US, you do
right,
right? And it's like we're kilometers. So when when before the Garmin and then when the Waze and then whatever I'm using, it's like 2 miles ahead. It's like 2 miles, 2 miles. I have to compute how many kilometers, so I can like more or less time things up. It is so hard. Another thing that's different with you guys, when we enter our main highways, we go slow and then go in. You guys is like, step on it. I'm so
yeah,
scared. You
you
guys
have to.
drive
That's why they
fast.
make them so. They're like a runway. They're meant
Yeah.
to get you up to speed, or but if you're paying attention and there's too much traffic,
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to stop. There's some
Mm-hmm.
people
Mm-hmm.
that don't stop and they just cram their way in there. I did that a couple of times because I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm just gonna barge right in. Don't mind me. Eh,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
what we do.
And then when my kids were pretty young, so Sammy was young, B-boy was young, so they're both in their car seats at the back. So, the navigator stopped talking.
Oh no.
And I cannot like look and drive at the same time because I don't know where. I was like driving from Burbank to San Diego. I was like, Sammy, it stopped talking.
Where did it go?
And Sammy didn't know what to do because she was just like 10 years old or something. I was like, oh my goodness. The experience, guys, it's really, really funny and but scary all at the same time.
Right.
So, and that's what I feel when I do, techniques that are, new to me, right?
Right.
So, mixed media is something that I am not very comfortable with yet, but I'm,
We're gonna
slowly,
get you there.
yes, slowly learning. I've learned so much from T as well,
Oh,
making
she's really
me,
great at
yes,
that.
making me, more relaxed about color. We had T during my vlogmas. She just said, it's color. You don't need to be afraid of it. Okay, so okay. It's like I feel
Um,
that what if I mess up the color? Okay, and then try to do another one. Okay. No worries. Okay, there you go. I think I'm like with this smell, I was like, okay.
oh,
It has that kind of smell that we'll feel like they are gonna have you're gonna hallucinate somehow. Just like, okay, I'm gonna stop with that. Because that smell is really gonna kill me.
where
Okay, there you
is?
go.
Oh, where is it at?
Okay, so there you go. So now I see that really in different states you also have different experiences. So Mary said in Pittsburgh sometimes the lanes change direction to help traffic flow. Oh yes,
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
we often do that during rush hour, right? So we call them
Okay.
like zipper lanes. So for a certain
Okay.
number of hours they will like counterflow only for a certain number of hours, right?
Well, they do that in the main town. I
Mm-hmm.
encountered that today. I was like, wait a minute, it's why is that person driving down the middle of the lane? And yeah, it was bizarro. I'm like, no, we shouldn't be doing that. And I lost my coffee filter.
Oh,
I
okay.
need
Are
my
we gonna
coffee
be
filter.
heat embossing now? Oh, you already stamped. Oh, I'm far
I
behind.
stamped
I need
one.
to.
I stamped
Okay.
one. I stamped one. It's okay.
Okay.
I
I need to
still
catch up.
it's yeah, because we can get wrapped up in playing with the pace like so easy, and I could just keep going. I mean, we don't even have to finish a card. I don't mind.
Okay. 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 At least I we need to finish one card, guys. Okay. This is so much fun. Thank you for doing this, Elizabeth, because I finally got I will not put them up. I will put them down so I see it and I'll get to use it. Okay. I will use it.
Okay.
Okay, now stamp. Okay, so get one that's not too thick and start stamping. It has to be a big focal point, right?
Um. Well, it's as big as you want it, or as little as you want it. Maybe if you want like a little bee or a bug.
Mm-hmm.
I am using a decent sized one because I don't know. I just felt like it today. I just wanted to use this guy.
Okay, I've not used this stamp set, but I like it. Art stamp. That's why I think I bought it, but I've
Right?
never used it. So let's try and use this one. Okay.
Okay.
So the stamp set that Elizabeth is using, guys, is also in the description of this video in case you like that flower. Okay, it's called the
Yep.
French. I forgot the name.
Garden.
Okay, the
French
French
garden.
Garden. There you go.
It's got a piece of lunar stuff in there.
Okay,
Okay.
that.
So I'm using Versafine Clair, which is a black ink, and
Oh,
a
the Versafine Clair will stamp on the wax on the lunar paste. That's
yes,
awesome.
and it actually is really nice, but you definitely have to heat set it, and so that's why we're embossing it
Okay,
because
okay.
it won't. I don't think it'll fully dry, or it'll take a really long time to dry. And I actually need my heat tool. Let's get that out. Now, for when you stamp on lunar paste and probably other medias, texture paste, your first go round is going to be trial and error. If you heat
Mm-hmm.
it too long, it's possible to burn, bubble, do some weird stuff. I did it once and we were pretty good. We just kept it moving. So we're going to turn on our heat tool, which is probably going to be kind of loud. So let me mute. And I'm just
Okay.
going to heat from the back side and the front side. Back and front, just to keep the heat moving.
Okay, so it's not gonna bubble.
Yeah, hopefully,
Yes,
hopefully.
hopefully,
You know,
hopefully.
I could make a mistake. It might.
Okay. Anyway, this is kind of grungy anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about. Okay. Okay, so you did say Versafine, right? That is it better the Versafine rather than an archival ink, Elizabeth? Sorry.
If you're not gonna heat emboss it, archival, you could probably just stamp and leave it to dry.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you can heat emboss archival, then yeah, it
Okay,
would,
got
because
it. So,
Simon was at my live and said that the archivals worked, that you could
mm,
stamp on
okay.
there and
So our
you wouldn't
purpose
have
is
to.
we are going to heat emboss them. Okay, so we're
Yes.
gonna
So
add
you want,
powders. Okay, got it.
yeah,
Got
you
it.
the Versafine Clear is really good for heat embossing, just like your Versamark or other sticky inks.
Okay, got it. Thank you,
Yeah, yeah.
Elizabeth.
Hmm.
Find it. Oh my gosh, come on, find it. You can do this, Lala. Underneath my table, guys. Now like this. You need it. I can't find the black. But maybe I can just use my okay, I'll just settle with my Versamark. This will do. If you can't find it, whatever you have. Okay, just use whatever you have, guys. Okay. There you go. Okay, and hopefully the problem is okay. Oops, sorry. That was in okay. I'm picturing kids sliding across the back seat. Dawn said, I was in high school and we learned to wear seatbelts when my dad drove, even before they were required. Hi, Kim. Okay, guys, that's Kimbucha, my dear friend. Okay, she's an awesome content creator. She is a game quality control or quality assurance analyst. She's very techy, guys. Okay,
Nice.
so she has an awesome channel as well. Okay, and then we will try to hit. Did it actually go in? I hope so. Let's see. I hope so. Fingers crossed that everything is fine. Okay, so what color do you think I should put, Elizabeth? Black or white?
Ooh. Black.
Or gold? Let's show if it's gold.
Ooh. Gold would be fun too.
Let's try this Brutus Monroe thing. Hopefully. Oh. Very grungy though. Anyway, that's the feel of this card anyway, so imperfections are very much welcome.
Yep. Yep.
There you go. Okay, do you see it, guys? Do you see that awesome flower onto the
Oh, nice.
there you go.
So is your
Okay.
powder sticking everywhere? I was kind of thinking about that at the last minute.
Yeah, I think
because it's a wax.
yeah, so far I just have to do a little bit of a cleanup, just a little bit.
Just a
Okay.
little bit.
And I actually even forgot to actually put my anti-static. I don't know if it will work though since this is waxy, but so far so
Yeah.
good. So far so good, guys.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
it's
didn't
okay.
need to use it on the lunar paste.
Yeah.
So
So far so good. Just a little bit of a cleanup here and there. Nothing much.
oh, that one's
You
nice.
know, this polish is nice. In fairness to this polish, which is how many years old already.
See, and this is good to let people know if it's been sitting there a while, dig it out. Dig it out and play with it. Make some backgrounds, use it up. Because the backgrounds, once you make them, you can keep them forever. They're not going to go anywhere until you make something. Okay, so we just stamped that again. Oh, that one's going to be so nice. And I am using an embossing glaze called Lost Shadow. Just something different. I just like it. It's
I like
almost
those
like a
embossing
clear.
glaze, the ones from Tim Holtz line.
Yes.
Oh, I
They
love
make it.
those. Yes, I have them. I think I collected all of it. I love it.
Oops.
I
I just
love
put my
that.
shirt.
Should
There
have
we
used
go.
that. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. Very grungy feels to it, right? So some parts have not really, but it's okay because that's the basic feel of this one, anyways. So after we stamp this one, okay, I'll try to stamp on the wax. Good luck to me. Okay, that one is I'm not sure. Okay, the one with the what's that? The little birdie thing. And it's still wet, Elizabeth. What do you think? Okay. Anyways, we'll just try. As you said, try. No fear. Okay, we will try. Okay. Oh, she is muted right now because she is heat embossing, my friend. So how are you in the chat? Okay, let me check. Okay, yes. Hello, Kim. Yes, guys, this is Kombucha. Okay, thank you so much, Pam. Thank you, thank you. Good night. I know it's quite late for you guys. You have such a great memory, Mami Lala. Thank you so much, Kim, for being here. And we have Tamara. Hello, Tamara. That's Tamzart. Yes, greetings from hello, Elizabeth. Yes, Elizabeth
Hello,
actually
hello.
Tamara is we fondly call her ECR.
Oh,
There you go.
yes.
Yes, because
Shorten that up.
short for Elizabeth Costa-Rogers. So for some who's like it's so long. Okay, so we fondly call her ECR. Okay, and
Yep.
she answers to both. No worries. Elizabeth Costa-Rogers, ECR, no worries. By the way, guys, all right, if you are not yet following Elizabeth, this is her on YouTube. And in all other socials, I have put a link to her link tree in the description of this video. She is basically in all of the socials, so you can easily also follow her in there. But her main one right now is on YouTube. Okay, there you go. And for tomorrow, my friends, okay, I will be doing some KCC stuff again, of course, being part of the design team together with Elizabeth, of course, here with me right now. Okay, I'm doing the mystery card making kit. Okay, that just arrived yesterday. So perfect, right? And on the 16th, okay, that's 9 p.m. Eastern, okay, for those who are on the eastern part. So please kindly readjust wherever you are, time zone in the US and in other parts of the world. And on the 16th, okay, so that's 15th for some of you, it's gonna be 8 a.m. Eastern. I'm gonna be doing a bit of diamond art painting. I know that it's not for for a lot of other people. They don't like it, but I'm open to learning new things, right? So I hope that you would join me there as well. Okay, so we're almost done. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do one with this wax, Elizabeth, and see how it turns out.
All right.
Okay, this is so much fun. And I can't wait to have, my hands on, Simon Hurley's kinds of paste. I've been watching your videos and it's like, oh my goodness. The
Yeah.
nice thing, how I justify the products that I buy. Because you might say, oh, they're so expensive. But once you
Mm,
see how absolutely useful it is in terms of the many things that you can come up with it, then it makes it worth it, right? Then it makes it worth it.
right. And to add one final detail, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, we grab
Uh-huh.
a stencil, we pick 3 areas, 1, 2, 3. We use our little palette knife and we lift away, and we have added glitter paste to our
Awesome.
final
Oh, okay. So
project.
that's glitter paste. Okay, the one you used for that one is
Yeah,
glitter
the
paste.
Astro has the bit of glitter in it.
Uh-huh.
In this format, when this dries, that glitter is going to be locked in there. Just remember, do not send glitter cards to your people in the service, the military, all that fun stuff, because
Uh-huh.
it gives them away. And hospitals, you don't want to send glittery items to the hospital.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
somebody
for
informed me of that. I was like, oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that.
yeah, I didn't know that too. Okay. So what happens? Okay, because it might interfere into, some people are
The
actually
breathing,
breathing.
yeah,
Okay, got
so
it,
the
got it.
loose glitter, even though it's really in there, right,
Mm-hmm.
it could get loose. And if it gets loose and somebody's very sensitive in the hospital, then
Mm-hmm.
I think it could do bad things. And in the military, that glitter gets on your face or anything and it it lights you up.
Oh,
So,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
right.
they don't want glitter on to give them away. And this cleans up just the same. However, I do use a paper towel, so
Okay,
because
I'm
I
going
don't
to
want the
catch up, guys. I'm gonna catch up. Okay, catch up.
shit.
We will do.
We can do this. We can do this. But for
Okay,
the Astro paste, I do use a paper towel to clean
okay.
up
So
because of
maybe
the glitter.
Elizabeth, we can do another run through of the differences. What's lunar
Mm-hmm.
pace, solar pace? How are they different?
Okay,
So that they
I
may
can do
know
that.
which one they want to buy first if they can't get to both.
You betcha. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let me pull these out because I have them.
All right.
Lunar paste is your basic colors. Your lunar paste line is your basic colors. We have neutrals. We have shady, which is like a gunmetal gray. Your
Mm-hmm.
metallics, silver, and then your beautiful colors that actually coordinate with his ink line. So there's Later Gator, Fake Plant, Slippery When Wet, which we did use today. And this one I do recommend to the beginners. If you want to try one because you're not sure, get the gold, the Slippery When Wet, because like we did here, you can give it a border super quick. Okay, you can add a border, you can add a little bit of water, paint with it, you can do all the things. And we're going to trim this up, and then we can give it a border just like that. And that's the Slippery When Wet. That's the regular. What we used today was the neons. So if you like bright and shiny, I know it's not coming through perfect for you guys, but these are so bright. This No Chill blue is absolutely gorgeous. And then we have the Mood Ring and the Hot Mess. Hot Mess is a pink. They're really bright and vibrant colors, and there's a good quantity of those. And then the Astro Paste
Mm-hmm.
is what we put here in our little tiny diamonds. Astro Paste has glitter built in, and the base, it looks like a creamy, weird white, but it dries clear. So all you're going to see is that fabulous glitter shining through when it's dry, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
That's
And it just adds a
beautiful.
little bit of bling. And
Yeah.
again, this one is Slippery When Wet. If you want to try the Astro Paste, again, try Slippery When Wet. You can do all your Christmas cards with it. Use it up with the Slippery When Wet, and it'll accent everything. It'll be glorious. Trust me. And
Oh,
then he
that's so
does have one
nice.
that you mentioned, but we didn't use, and that is the Solar Paste. And
Okay.
these ones work best on black paper. Absolutely
Mm.
gorgeous on black paper. Here, let me get this one out here. We're just gonna use our little finger tool. This one is called Crocodile Tears.
Crocodile tears. I like that name.
Oh, my nails. Never. I tried to use my spatula, but my spatula is dirty. Let me grab another spatula. Okay, here we go. So Crocodile Tears. These ones, they go on a weird creamy look, but then when they dry, they're kind of iridescent. But if you put them on white, they're totally different.
Oh.
So this is one of those ones that just looks better on a black background. But you can do some really interesting stuff. And that's the Solar Paste.
Right.
And
And
it comes
sometimes
in a
we do
smaller
love
collection.
using like black, right? So that would be very, very interesting. So
So if I can,
solar paste. Okay.
you see how it just shines that little bit of green in there? And on the white,
Exactly.
it's different. It's different. I mean, you have to really get it, but I can see the shift in the green. It's very subtle. It's like a pinkish peachy color, and then it shifts into a purple, or sorry, a green. But
Oh,
and this is like white, and then it does a shift into green.
okay. Awesome. Okay. So now just
So
the
yeah,
sentiment probably
and
on it.
that's the Solar Paste. But yeah, so far, Solar Paste is the bottom of my faves. Slippery When Wet and the Lunar Paste line is my ultimate favorite. Astro Paste I like better than the Solar Paste, and then the Neon Paste. It just depends on the project, but yeah, I think I like it a little bit better than the Solar. But that's his line of product, and these are designed by Simon Hurley. and you can purchase them pretty much anywhere. Even some Joann stores have them. So if you're in the States and you have a Joann's, they might have some lunar paste there for you.
Awesome.
So
So, if you have a physical store, you can purchase it from there, and they're also probably online, right? Most of the on. So for the online, we
yes.
actually added the link, guys, in the description of this video prior to going live. So yes, you can so you don't have to worry if you need to look for it, because Elizabeth gave us the link of where you can actually get it.
And then here's a couple of examples of the green lunar paste, a combo. There's Minty Fresh and Later Gator and Fake Plant in this one. In this one, again, you have the thicker, but you stamp into the image and then pull it, and it does some weird stuff.
I
But
like how you name it. The name are like a later gator. It's like it's so
yeah, he's
cute,
got wonderful names for all of his stuff. And
right? It's so
like
cool.
the fake plant, um, so they kind of color match. So when you use fake plant and then kind of tilt it, it's going to look quite a bit like the ink pad. So they coordinate very well together.
See,
But
it's.
yeah, so I love it. He's got the best names in
Is
my
there a way
opinion.
to do mixed media, Elizabeth, without being so messy?
Yes. It will
There.
take you longer. It will
But
take
there
you much
is.
longer. But
Okay.
being messy, that's how we find new things. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I had the extra, that's how I swiped it so thin and then realized, oh, let's stamp on it and emboss it. And
Uh-huh.
that's what we did here is we just stamped. Now, you guys saw me do this just a few minutes ago, and it's already drying. It's almost 100% dry. Almost. I mean, that's how quick it is. It's absolutely one of my faves because it dries so quick. It holds its texture. So if you stamp into the paste and then stamp off, it's going to hold that texture. So if you know somebody that likes to feel the things, when this is dry, they can like touch it and have fun and just, yeah. And like this one here, this is really cool too. I just
See,
love it. I love all the
yeah,
things.
I do. I love your end product. That is super nice, right?
Thank you.
So it can be even seasonal. Okay, it can be everyday. It can be seasonal. It's so versatile. Awesome. Okay, let me see. I
I'm just
hope
gonna
I
trim this
stamped
up
that
here.
correctly.
Oops.
Okay. Now
And
let's
see,
go
that
for.
wasn't fully dry, but we're okay with that.
I
Five and
actually
a quarter.
stabbed on some of this texture paste, and some of them just basically. It's okay.
It said
That's
nope.
fine. That's okay.
Okay. We're gonna get our card base and we're gonna put together our card.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it.
Oh, I like that.
Right? Mm,
Oh my goodness. See, you just never know unless you try.
exactly.
And even if it makes a mess and it isn't what you want, you've learned something. You learned how not to do it. And then you do it again the way you want to do it. And this card panel is much bigger than my card base. What is going on? We're just going to call that okay. That's too funny. And then we're just going to glue this guy right. But yeah, you won't be able to get anywhere if you just don't try. Let me make sure this is open in the way we want this. And
Okay.
we're going to.
I think the mess is also worth it, right? So after you
Yes.
see the product itself, and these are not even, the lunar paste. I wish I am working with the lunar pastes right now, but since I don't have it yet, so this has to do. Okay, this one's is super
And it's
grungy, right? So I'm not sure if I'm liking it absolutely, but then again, I will keep this because it's a memory of for this episode. But this one's I really really like this
that
one.
one turned out so
Yeah,
nice.
I love this one. All right, so let me go and check the chat back in. Oh, thank you so much, Ruth. There you
I will have to go
go.
back and watch your techniques. How many colors of lunar paste? Please hold. I will
Okay.
let you know.
And Ruth said, my lunar paste I was missing and Neon arrived. Awesome. Good for you, Ruth.
7,
I so
8,
want
9,
to get mine out now. No, go, Kenzie. But it's probably too late for you guys, but it's okay. You can always, put them out and play with them. Yes, please do watch the replay. And if you feel that this is not enough, there's a ton of videos on Elizabeth Costa-Rogers' channel. If you have not yet watched, or you can always binge watch. She has probably a playlist just on just lunar paste, solar paste, all the techniques, guys. You can have a
right?
blast. Yes. Sandy,
So
can you
the
have mommy ask Elizabeth because she will know? Okay, what is? Oh yes, the how many colors? Okay, yes, Elizabeth is now checking.
28, 28 of the original style lunar paste, 28 of these colors.
All right, so
On
28.
the solar paste, there's not as many. There are 6 solar pastes, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I don't have anybody hiding.
Oh my
So
gosh,
there's 6.
Kenzie, do you plan on buying everything? I feel you, my friend, because I also have that completionist stance on stuff. There you go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. She has it all, guys.
There is seven neons.
All right, so
Now,
7 neons.
7 neons, 28 of the other 6 of those, and then the astro paste is
Okay.
369
All right. Okay. There you go.
for a
Nice.
total of like 50, I think.
Oh my goodness.
If
Guys, don't
you add
worry
them all
because
together.
yeah, so the link for her video is on the description and on the chat. Actually, my moderator daughter is putting them down. And on top of that, okay, the products that Elizabeth are actually using, okay, today, they are also on the link of this video. And I asked also Samantha to pull them out from the pull them out from the description, sweetheart. Okay, so each of the products, specific products that Elizabeth used tonight, actually, there is a link also in the description. So you don't need to like look everywhere for it. It's there, right? Holy cow, 6 solar paste. Yes, Kenzie, 6 solar paste. About a total of combined both of them, I think around 50, Elizabeth said.
Yeah.
But you don't need to get all of them, guys.
No.
It's like, of course, if we can, we want to. But, you can just start off with the thing that you need for now. Okay, again.
Yep. And again, my recommendation, if you just want to try, is the slippery when wet
Okay, there
lunar
you go.
paste and the slippery when wet astro paste. That's the glitter one. And remember, cleanup of the glitter ones, glitter gets everywhere unless you're very methodical about how you place it.
Uh-huh.
And then and your neons, if you the neon green dart frog is my fave. So if you want something bright and green, that's the color you're
Yeah.
gonna need.
Okay, guys,
And then
for those who don't know yet, green is Elizabeth's jam. Right?
It
So
is.
there you go.
I love the green, and I'm glad there's a few colors. However, Simon Hurley, please, 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 I need
All right.
overzealous. I need overzealous. It's my
Overzealous.
favorite ink color. It's my favorite ink color, and I need it in green. But yeah, his overzealous is just a
Oh,
limey
that's
kind
a
of
great
green.
stance, Kenzie. So Kenzie is saying, I can't buy more, okay, until I have used them more often. Absolutely. That's what we've been
Yep.
saying. So to be able to use them more often, you need to learn more about how to use them, right? So that's the thing.
Yes.
So that's why being part of, Elizabeth does have a group, right? Elizabeth, invite them over, by the way, to your group. be part of
Yes.
your awesome group.
Yeah, you guys can come join me on Facebook with
Mm-hmm.
the Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends, and that is in my link tree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also on Instagram. You guys can get a hold of me through chatwithsassy@gmail.com if you have any questions. Messenger is the best way to get a hold of me, and I am
All right.
Elizabeth Costa-Rogers there. So, but yeah, you guys come hang out with us on Facebook and answer the questions, and
Mm-hmm.
abide by the rules. And our group, we love seeing all the artsy stuff. So maybe you're a knitter or a crocheter or a stained glass. I don't have one of those yet. So if you do stained glass, please come join me. Share all the goodness. Share all the
Yes.
goodness.
Right.
Right?
So, yes, as much as we love paper crafting, right? So, we are also, like Elizabeth and I, we're also into so many other, and most of you guys are, right? So, we're not just
Yeah.
into paper crafting. We love other things and how we can coordinate or collaborate and add those
Right.
things also to our projects. So, if you are not yet also part of Elizabeth's group, please do so and we'll see you there as well. We are members of each other's groups because we love supporting each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Again, we are a very safe group. Okay, we don't espouse anything that is on the negative. We just want to be
Right.
very encouraging. Okay, and that's why we put out you know videos, so for you guys to probably binge watch away, right? So if you need to do so. Okay, I just did a little bit of cleanup so I can. Okay, Elizabeth, I'm so happy. I created 2 cards.
Aren't they beautiful?
I
Oh
don't
my
even,
goodness.
I wouldn't even thought of like, okay, maybe I will just chat. I'll just handle the chat. I don't know if I can create anything at this point, right?
And you made like the best one over that white one.
Yeah,
It
that is
pops
so
right off of there.
exactly. I love it as well. And finally, I got to use that stamp set I've had forever. It's from the
And see,
1900s.
I wonder too. So your darker one, you could probably rub in some white paint into the leaves and get that
Ah,
stand out a little bit more. And then you're adding
okay.
another mixed media.
Okay, I will do that. Okay, I will do that, and hopefully I will. The thing is, I am so bad at taking photos. That's why I barely have anything on Instagram except when we do have hops for Kendrick's Card
You
Challenge.
know, I bought the shot box
I do have
and
that, Elizabeth. I have two.
just set it up right next to you, turn on all the lights full bore, set that down in there and take a picture. That's all I do.
Yeah,
I threw some beads on the ground and
I'm
call it
so
good.
lazy. It's like when I see you guys, it's like after the show, your cards are already there. It's like, how in the
No,
world?
not
That's so
me.
fast, right? So Jay's like, the minute we end, it's there. It's like, how in
Yeah,
the world?
mine will turn up tomorrow or the next day. I'm like, hey, look what I did. Or I might forget.
At least it's there, right? Yes.
Right?
Okay. There you go. Again, thank you, Sammy, for putting in all the links. Yes, there you go. And of course, please, if you are not yet connected to Elizabeth on YouTube, okay, this is her channel, Elizabeth Costa-Rogers, right? And for all the different social media um, links, it's all in the description of this video in her link bio. Okay, there you go. And so with that, of course, tomorrow, by the way, guys, please don't forget to hang out with me as well in the next coming days. Okay, it's just that my stream deck is not working. Okay, not yet. Okay, there you go. On August 15, that's tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, I will do a Kenya's Card Challenge. Okay, mystery card making kit. Okay, mine has arrived for the month of August and I don't know what's inside. We'll open it up together and create something out of it. And on the 16th, we'll have diamond art painting with Annie Loves Crafts. And we will do diamond art painting. All right, so that's for the next 2 days, and you'll know the next ones in a couple of days. So we will do this till the end of August. And again, Elizabeth, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you.
This was such an awesome stream, and we will
Thank you.
dance this live stream out, guys. So join us again. Thank you so much.
Let it come to you.